Pam Thompson, registered dietitian. Today I'd like to talk about the low sodium food spiral. And if you will notice on the food spiral, everything on all the food spiral is healthy from top to bottom, right to left. And if you look at the numbers, if it's 0, that means it's got, we count it as a 0 or very low sodium. If it's got a 2, then that's like 200 milligrams of sodium or so, and then 4, 6, 8, and 10. So if you add, let's just say for instance, a 10, which would be a sausage cheese biscuit, and maybe your 4, which would be a muffin, that would be 14, and then your french fries would be 20. So you'd have your 10, your 4, and your 6 would be 20 factors, and that's going to be around 2,000 milligrams of sodium or 2 grams of sodium. So today Miss Betty has prepared us some food items, and I'd like you to look at them. We've got your fresh fruits, your fresh vegetables, your coffee creamer, sour cream, and your jelly. All of these are green items. Your yellow items would be
2200 please, Heather, 2200 please.
Your yellow would be your hot dog buns, your whole milk, skim milk or 2% milk, your margarine, and then most of your cereals, and then your small packets of your ketchup. And then on your red, you have your soups, your tomato or V8 juice, your pickles and cheese, and then your hot dog. All of those are red items. Some of them vary from 4 to 6 to 8 to 10, so it's all different. On the low sodium food spiral, if you start with your vegetables, this is going to be fresh, frozen, and then there are a few canned items, but most canned items are going to be a yellow. And then on the yellow, which is in the center, you've got your canned spinach, tomato paste, and your tomato puree. Most of your tomatoes are going to be a yellow or a red. And then when we add a soup or a casserole or cheese or anything to it, it's going to be a red. And then on your fruit, your canned, your frozen, or your fresh fruits, all are going to be a green. And then if you add your chocolate to it, or some kind of cereal bar, or any kind of bars, those are going to be a yellow. And then when we add the baking powder, baking soda, when we're making the muffins, and your self-rising flour, that's going to be a 4. And this is going to be a red. And then in the deep red, we have your french fries, your hot dog with your pickles, your soups, your biscuit with your, it could be a hamburger with cheese or a sausage with cheese, and then your different types of pizza. And then on the breads and starches, your puffed wheat, your white rice, your cream of wheat, and your pastas. These are going to be a green or a 0. And then you have your hot dog bun, your Cheez-Its, and then your cereal. But now, when we look at the Cheez-Its, that's not a whole box of Cheez-Its. That's just a small serving of Cheez-Its. So if you take small things, it's going to be a lower factor. Whereas if you took, let's just say something like your Cheez-Its is what we were using, or your cereal. If you had one of the cereals, on here we're going to say, let me see, on your sodium, it's 220 milligrams of sodium. So this would be a yellow if you had 1 cup of the cereal, but now if you had 2 cups, then it would be not only the 2 factors, but it would be 4 factors. So you look at that also, the amount. And then on the dairy, basically whipping cream and your small pouches of yogurt, and then your sour cream and your creamer, as you'll see here, these are also green. And then if you have your canned milk, it doesn't matter if it's the whole milk, the 2% milk, or the skim milk, all of those are a yellow. And then if you have your small amounts of something like Swiss cheese, it would be a yellow. But if we increase the amount, then it would be a red. And then if you have your tacos with cheese, or your cream cheese, or your milkshake, that's going to be a red. And then on your meats need to be broiled, boiled, baked, roasted, stewed, grilled, or stir-fried without seasoning on it. And this would be your eggs, your chicken, your poultry, shellfish, any pork chops, but if you have a red ham, that's gonna fall in the center, but these are green. And then if you have your canned fish or your canned tuna fish, it's going to be a yellow. And then on your red, you're gonna have your peanut butter and your bacon, your ham, your sausage, and your cheeses. And then on your fats, you have your nuts, your avocado, your oils, and then on the yellow, you have your peanut butter and your margarines. And then on your red, you're gonna have your salad dressings as well as your bacon. And it doesn't matter if you have the regular salad dressing or the low sodium, all of them are high in sodium. And now Miss Betty's gonna take a picture of the spiral and then the new spiral and then showing you the different foods, and then this will conclude what we're doing. Thank you.